Hey everybody, I'm your man Tonka. Great to have you back here again. In today's Tonka Tactical video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a product review of this holster, this Kydex holster by Greg's Gear Holsters. Now listen, before I begin, as I say all the time, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I did not buy this. Greg did not pay me to do this video, so he just, basically what happened, how it worked out, is when I flew out to North Carolina for the Folder Gap game. He came up to me, he said, Tonka, you know what, you have a relatively large following, and I'd love you, if you could, do a product review. I said, hell yeah, I'll do one. And so he gave me this Kydex mag holster, and I said to him, listen, what I'm going to do when I do the review, I'm going to be completely honest. The good, bad, or the ugly, I'm going to tell exactly how it is because, you know what, my followers trust me, and I'm not going to misguide them. I'm not going to lie to them. So if it's shit, I'm going to make sure they know that it is shit. And he was totally open to that because, number one, if the product is good, then if I say it's good, then obviously I'm not going to lie to you guys, and it is truly good. If it's bad, he's also welcoming that criticism as well, simply because then he can modify this holster and make it better. So I said, yeah, you know what, I'm going to do a product review. So that's what I'm going to do today, all right? So, hey, listen, before I begin, if you haven't already, check out my Tonka Tactical Facebook group. We have, I think we're approaching, 1,700 members. A lot of cool things are happening there. Our Facebook group is specifically designed to grow the paintball community, bring a lot of members and in the paintball community, give exposure, and also you have a chance to win some amazing, amazing paintball gear like markers, EMFs, T15s, masks, you name it, man. First strike rounds, all that sort of stuff. So check it out. Here's the link here. It's also in the show notes as well. And yeah, so let's carry on. All right. Also check out my Instagram page as well. So listen, Kydex, listen. I've been looking for a good mag holder for a long, long time. I'm not a big fan of Kydex. Before, if I haven't mentioned it before, I did have a Kydex holster for my Tipex, and it sucks. I got it from MCS. One of the biggest things that I have, one of the biggest issues that I have with Kydex is that they don't have a mechanism, or it's just not tight enough where the gun or the mag is going to stay in its place if you're running around and jumping over bunkers and diving and so on and so forth. So when I talked to MCS, like ages ago when I bought the Kydex holster, and that's not the Kydex holster I'm talking about, I asked, I said, listen, is my Tipex going to pop out? And they said, no, it's not going to pop out. It's going to be really, really good. It's going to hold everything in place regardless of how you play. And then I watched some other videos and they announced the same thing. So I said, you know what, I'm going to buy it. Sure enough, it sucked. So I was running around and jumping over bunkers. My marker was flying out. And it's like a shit. I had to go back, find it, crawl and get it again. And so I got pissed. I said, you know what? Kydex holsters suck. So then I got this other one from MCS. It has this locking mechanism here. And it worked out fantastic. This one is really, really good. If you want to check out my product review on this, simply check out the video over here. The link is right there. And I'll give you the product review. Again, the good and bad points about this holster. Anyways, so when Greg showed me or gave me this holster and asked to do a product review, I was very, very skeptical. So, but I said, yeah, okay, of course I'll do it for you. Because you know what? I'm here to promote any paintball company that I can to help grow, their business, if it's small business, home business, whatever the case may be. So I said, okay, but prepare yourself. Anyway, that's all cool. So anyways, first and foremost, Kydex, as you already know, if you don't already know, by the very nature of the product itself, the material, it is very, very durable. Like this thing here, regardless of the Kydex you buy, will last forever. The problem is the retention of the mag in the Kydex holster. If you're running around, the chance of you buying just the average Kydex, it's going to fly out. Whatever you're holding, your mags or your markers or whatever, it's going to fly out without a doubt, okay? And trust me on that one. But what makes Greg's Gears holsters different is this retention device right here, okay? Now, I'll give a zoom in. If you look, you can see that there's a bit of a, I don't even know what you call it, like this, I don't know, lever that kind of pushes the mag inwards. So when it's like this, this little lever in here will push the mag to compress it, to put pressure on the mag so it doesn't pop out, okay? The other Kydex has the retention bushings that really, it clamps it down. There's a certain degree of pressure in the mag, but not enough where it's going to securely hold it, where you don't even have to think about it. Greg eliminated that. He eliminated that fear, so you don't have to worry about your mag flying out or whatever the case may be. With this mag retention device here. Now, I'll show you how it works. Probably should have had this all prepared, but I never really do. I just kind of turn the camera on and start rolling. So I apologize for that. So first of all, as you can see, it gives you little instructions. They're really, you don't need instructions because it's pretty self-explanatory. They give you an Allen key. So all you do is slip it into here. And just like they say, lefty loosey, righty tighty, left to loosen, right to tighten. Okay? So let's see. Let's tighten this. Let's loosen this up just a bit. Okay. So I'll loosen it up. Hopefully that's the right direction. Pretty sure it is. Yeah. So listen. This is really loose. Okay? Now the reason why I always wanted to get first of all, not necessarily a Kydex, but I wanted to get a mag that clamps it down that I can easily slip in and out is because what I want to do on my chest rig, I want to have my mags inverted. I want to have 3 that are inverted so that all I simply have to do is pull out my mag and slap it into my mag well. So it's nice and efficient. I don't have to pull it out from here and then slam it in. This way it's much more efficient. I couldn't find one for the longest time, except for this, okay? So basically, yeah, so I'm going to tighten it up a bit. And here we go, tighten it up. Now you can make this as tight as you want. It's so tight, in fact, that, again, I've done the test where you can't even pull it out. Obviously, I don't recommend that because, one, it's pointless, right? You can't have a mag holster where you can't pull out your mags, right? But you want to have it tight enough so that if you're running around or crawling around, it's not going to slip out, right? So in my case, what I probably do is I'll probably just have it just a tad bit tighter, just a simple twist of the Allen key, and it locks it in quite nicely. And again, I just pull it out. So again, it's really, really secure. Now, what I'm going to do, as you can see, I run EMF mags here. So Greg creates mag holsters for any kind of mag, you name it, SARS, everything, right? T15s. So I'll have 3 of them here. And this one, I'll probably put on my leg drop, okay, or maybe on the side here, right? But anyways, so it is a really, really solid piece of equipment here. The only drawback, and I don't even think it's too much of a big deal, is perhaps the fragility or the vulnerability of this molly here. It's like this plastic. It's a hard plastic, almost like rubber. I couldn't even explain. I don't know the technical term, so I apologize for that. But there may be like these little fracture points here, these tear points here, where the screws go into the molly here. But overall, it'll probably last a long, long, long time. The only time I think that you will create a potential for a tear is, of course, if you have this so tight, you're constantly yanking on it, and of course, just like anything else, there's a vulnerability to it. So the more you have this tight and the more you yank on it, the more you're going to stress out these pressure points here, these little vulnerable spots here, okay? But really, you know what, if you have it at a good pressure, which is like this one, these things will last forever, and even if it does tear, whatever, these are really easily replaceable. Really, and so really, I'm just nitpicking when it comes to this whole thing, because I want to say something negative about it. But overall, it's a brilliant, brilliant design, especially with this retention device here that really holds your mags, or holds your mags. Again, your mags will not go anywhere. See, I promise you. This is a glass table, so I got to worry about it fracturing if the mag falls out, and it's not going anywhere. So listen, my advice, if you need some good, sleek mag holders that are streamlined, that are supportive of your mags and stuff like that, that are going to be just reliable in general, check him out. Okay, he makes mags for mag holsters for every mag you can imagine. Check out Greg's Gear Holsters. The link is below here, and also the link right here. He's on Instagram. You can direct message him. Anyways, I hope that helps. And Greg, thank you so much for allowing me to do this for you. And I'm glad I was able to give a good positive report on your equipment. So good on you, buddy. I'm very, very proud of you. Good stuff. And listen, if you haven't already, check out my Tonka Tactical Facebook group. Again, the link is there. A lot of great things are happening. Again, chance to win a lot of cool paintball stuff. And it's all geared primarily to help build awareness, grow our community, and bring in more new players. All right? Listen, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Tonka out.